Did I cash out and then crash out, or did I crash out and then go cash out? I'm pretty sure I crashed out. Hey beauties, welcome back. It's me, Lydia Marie. Welcome back to the channel. I'm back. I haven't recorded content in over a week now, so I just needed a break. Life been lifing, but I'm back. And I did a mini Ulta haul. Ulta had like a 5 times the points promotion this past week, and I was looking at my points and I was like, I have like $150 worth of points. So I didn't spend any money. I just used my points. I think I paid $5 total because of the tax, and I got some stuff in the mail and in the store, and I just spent some points. I was like, you know, it's been a rough week, a rough month, rough 6 months, whatever, and I just wanted to get some things. The first thing I wanted to get for sure was another Morphe palette, and I couldn't decide which one I wanted, if it was the pink one or the python one, and I decided to go with this one in the shade Rich Glitch. So we're gonna play around with this today. Once I was able to see it in the store, I was like, I kind of like that one better, and seeing it in person, it looks even better than it does even in the store. It's very pretty. So we're gonna play around and kind of swatch and test some things, and maybe put on a couple pieces of the makeup. I'm gonna show you everything that I got. So if you'd like to see my mini Ulta haul, I hope that you keep watching. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. My name is Lydia Marie. I do a lot of content for women over 40, but everybody is welcome here on the page. Let's go ahead and get started. I have about $60 left in points, so it's still building. By the time the fall sales come around again, or I start working, I'll be able to build my points up. I'm never really concerned about using my points or not until it gets around the holidays, but I was just sitting on all those points, and I was like, you know what, kind of want a Morphe palette. I don't really want to pay for it. I want to see what I can get with my points. So I got that Morphe palette. I also picked up another packet of the Mediheal. These are the collagen Amapool. I always say Amapool pads, but these are really hydrating. They give your skin a nice little bouncy feel. I like to do them in the day and in the night. It's really like a good serum type of pad. K Beauty, so you know it's super good. I do have the yellow ones, the vitamin C and vitamin E pads in my bathroom. Those are halfway done. You get 100 of these pads. They're very thin, so you can just rub them on your face, or you can like use them as a sheet mask. Great product from Mediheal. If you're looking for some like skincare pads, they have these collagen ones. They have a really good water cream one that's in the purple packet, and I like the vitamin C one. So check out Mediheal. These little cubes, they're very affordable too, about 20 bucks from Ulta. Really nice skincare products. I also got another one of my Maybelline Super Stay Vitamin C Skin Tint. I ran out of this one last summer. This is my go-to skin tint for the summer. It's so nice and so lightweight. It has a lot of radiance to it, so you can kind of tell that it has a nice radiant finish. It won't leave you like blingy type of radiance, but it will give you a nice radiant looking, fresh, healthy complexion. And this is like medium coverage too, so you can build it up. It does have this little squeezer on top, and I have the shade 330, which is my summer color. So I got another one of these because I ran out of this one last summer. The next the product, I'm a little curious about this. This is the L'Oreal Skin Ink. It's supposed to be a foundation and concealer all in one. And the shade range, it's not a lot, but it's kind of like a shade of concealer. We need to read about this. I need to show y'all the specs on this, and we're going to try this on because I want to see what this is about. I'm curious about it for myself. I've seen people try it. Either you love it or you hate it. And I'm curious about this. So let's try this on while we're talking about the product. So this is the L'Oreal Skin Ink. It's said to be a foundation and concealer all in one. And it's supposed to last up to 48 hours, which y'all know I can never verify if something lasts up to 48 hours because I wash my face every day. But if it lasts up to 48 hours, that's what they're saying. It's a long wear 2-in-1 foundation concealer. And to use it, it's supposed to be a Skin Ink that evens like a foundation and covers like a concealer for the ultimate hybrid. It's designed to be customized with buildable longwear where you need it, and it's a self-setting soft matte finish that doesn't cake and doesn't crease. So you're supposed to shake the bottle for 10 seconds before applying, work in sections on the face, apply where desired, then blend out immediately. So you got to work fast with this one. Basically, it's not something that you should put under your eyes and let it sit while you do your other makeup. No. So you want to work in sections. I hope I got the right shade. It says you're supposed to prep your skin with hydrating moisturizer serum, which I already did. Shake the bottle, work in small sections, and then apply immediately and blend with the brush. It sounds like they're giving us a warning, so I'm a little nervous. I got the shade Warm 290. I don't know if this is going to be the right shade or not. It has a nice doe foot applicator. That's what it looks like. It doesn't really have a smell other than a makeup smell. So, okay. We need to try this on, but I need to get ready because I want to heed the warning of hurrying up and blending this. I'm not going to try it under my eye. I'm going to kind of try it over here where I have some blemishes, and we'll see how this works. So it says to use it where you need concealer. I put a little bit here, but the color is not good for my skin tone with nothing else on it, so it wouldn't work for foundation. And what I'm going to do is swipe it on a brush just to test it right here and see. I think the color is off. The color looks more neutral, but it doesn't, it feels really lightweight though. Hold on. I'm gonna try to put it like right here. It's giving some brightness. Also, this is like $18. L'Oreal, girl, for a foundation and concealer in one. But when I put it right there though, it actually covers quite nicely. Hold on. Hold up, hold up, hold up. It feels really lightweight, like it literally melts. It's definitely not cakey. It looks thick, but it's not applying thick at all, like at all. This is an interesting formula. I'm gonna put a little bit here and kind of blend upward. I definitely need to see how this wears with a foundation. I'm gonna have to work with this. But look how well that covered though. I mean, if you guys could feel how light this feels, it's not tacky. Even though you can feel it drying down, it's definitely a really nice formula. It doesn't feel like a concealer. It feels like a serum, like it feels like soft like a serum. You can feel it getting tacky. What in the sorcery is going on here? Girl, what? I just want you to take a look. Look at this eye. Look here. That is coverage. That is bananas. And I didn't put it all the way under here because I didn't know, you know, about the creasing. But I feel like they said, if you work in layers, it's going to work just fine. It feels really good. It doesn't even feel as thick as like some of my regular concealers. It dried down quickly. You don't want to do your whole face with this, and definitely work in sections. But you know what we're going to do? I'm going to put foundation on and the skin tint, and then we're going to try it on the other eye. I want to see. I think the color, I need another color that is my skin tone. And I didn't get a chance to swipe this in the store. I don't know if this is in the store yet. It may be, depending on the store. I have to look online. But I was curious about it. And I'm even more so because what is going on? That is crazy. It looks so nice and natural. What is happening? And it dried down. This is crazy. What is this? What is this, L'Oreal? Okay, let's do some makeup. Let's do my face. I'm blending in my Maybelline with my BK 101 brush. I wonder what would happen. I know this would eat if it was a brighter shade. Ooh, because just that one little swipe, ooh, It's pricey for a drugstore product. It is, but yeah, it's pricey. There's no but. It's pricey. I think if you probably get it at like Walmart or Target, it's always going to be a little bit like $3 less on Amazon, Walmart, or Target than it is at Ulta. Just know that. I don't know why Ulta has that extra price or cost in there, but it's always going to be just a little bit less expensive on the other sites. But I would probably swipe it in the store and then go buy it somewhere else if that's what you're looking for. So I love that Maybelline skin tint. I didn't need a lot, but I think if I had a brighter shade, that would eat. So let's do the other eye now that I have on my skin tint, because I'm very curious how this is going to turn out. This is intriguing me. I like when makeup products are different in the sense that, you know. So this time I'm going to take the wand and swipe it here. I'm going to take the wand and swipe it and just see. Okay? And then it says blend right away. So we're going to blend it. Okay, so let's just tap it. It's kind of giving me some color correction as well with the shade. I don't know, y'all. This might be a little... This might eat. I'm afraid. I'm afraid this is going to eat. I'm afraid this is going to go hard. We'll see how it wears as the rest of the makeup application goes. But the color actually looks really nice under my eye. Let me finish blending, child. And then I'm going to take one of my fluffier concealer brushes and just kind of soften it out. Just make sure it's really tapped in there. That actually looks really good. It looks really nice and natural. I wouldn't use this color all over my face. I need it's a shade right before this. I think it's 270. That's a little bit more my skin tone now with the summer, but I definitely like it. I was thinking I couldn't use it under my eye because it was self-setting. It feels different than the Makeup by Mario because this one has a little bit more tact to it, but this one is not as soupy as the Makeup by Mario self-setting concealer, and it dries down really quickly. So it says self-setting, so we're not going to use a powder. Interesting. Let's dip into this eyeshadow. I don't know about this. I'm intrigued, but at the same time, I don't know what it's supposed to... I don't know what to say. I don't know. We'll have to come back to that. Anyway, let's swatch this eyeshadow palette. Y'all know I have the other one that I did the makeup look on. I think it's Sky-Fi. So this is... Ooh, is this coming out of the pan? Ooh, it's about to come out the pan. Let's swatch Rich Glitch. And this is the first three right here. Morphe ate with these palettes. I'm afraid they really did their big ones with this. Look at that. That's so pretty. So that's the first three. Then we're gonna do, let's see, the bottom half. Let's do the bottom row. Ooh, look at that. That's what I'm talking about. And that one. That is so pretty. Let's play around in some color. Starting off with this pink mauve shade right here. And we're going to pop that into the crease. This Morphe brush is already shedding. Give me back the old school Morphe brushes, please. I like those better than the new ones. I'm going to go in with my 453 and blend this out anyway. All over my lid, apparently. I didn't mean to do that, but we're going to roll with it. It's fine. And let's take that little pink shade, and that's going to be our transition color. We're just going to blend that all over with the Morphe blending brush. Have you guys tried any of these palettes yet? I really like them, and everybody that does looks with them, they do such a great job because they're so versatile and so pretty. I'm just gonna take that, put it all over the lid. Like that. And I think obviously we're gonna go with this dark shade in the corner. I need to find a smaller brush though. Let's do this one. I'm gonna keep it close to the lid. Y'all know how I do. You're not new here. This is the eye look that I, oh wee, that is pigmented. Wowzy dowsy. That's almost like an eyeliner. I'm glad I only picked up a little bit. Whoa, that's nice. I need to blend that out. Keep that nice and soft. I don't want this to be a super dark smoky eye, but you low-key can't help it with these colors. Really pretty. I'm gonna flip the other side of that Morphe brush that I had the pink on. I've accidentally put my nail in here. Oops. And then I'm gonna dip into this, oops. I'm gonna go into this really pretty purpley brown shade. Ooh, that is so pretty. And we're gonna put that right over, very lightly over that dark brown shade. Yeah, that's really pretty. And just give that a little bit of oomph. Look at that. That's nice. I'm going in very light with that because I don't want to take it up to my lid, I mean to my crease. I just want it to be right over the dark shade that was there. Like that. That's pretty. So before we use one of the dual chrome shades, we're gonna do like Morphe suggests. Use their setting spray and kind of spray it a little bit and use that to wet the brush and then dip into the powder. So they said just to use a little bit of this, wet the brush like that, and then dip into the powder of choice. And I think, which one should we do? This one or this one? You know what? Let's do a little light color. Let's do this one here. For, ooh, wowza. I hope this applies well, not patchy. Girl, what? What just happened? Whoa. I want to go easy with that. That is BANANAS. Wow. And I'm just going to tap it now that I have it placed. What? I know that's right. Oh, wow. So pretty. This is like glam eyeshadow. Let's do the other eye before we blend it out. Okay, other eye. I did it a little better this eye. Ooh, this one is applying chalky. Why? This video is a comedy of errors today. Actually, it came out alright. I just had to pat it. I don't know why I had to pat it here and swatch it there, but that is some serious bling. I gotta build it up to match this eye. Okay, there we go. So swipe and tap. I wonder how they look dry if I just apply them with no spray. But I think the spray activates the dual chrome in here. Baby, I'm looking like a fly disco ball. I know that's right, Morphe. And I'm not even going nowhere other than to deliver groceries. Ain't that something? All right, let's blend these out before they settle. I don't want the glitter to go everywhere, so I'm gonna flip the other brush over, this clean side, and then we're just gonna kind of clean it up a little bit and go from there. A little bit. Personally, I'm not scared of no bling, to be honest. But that, I like that a lot. I need to powder my face, and then we're gonna do eyeliner and some mascara. And then we're gonna see about this concealer under my eye. Moving on to some bronzer and blush. I'm dipping into the Juvia's Place bronzer palette. This is the dark one. I very rarely use this one until it's the summer because it's a little bit red, but it goes with the skin tint. My summer tan is here. She is popping, as you can tell. She is here. So I'm going to use this as a little bit of bronzer, little powder bronzer. And just kind of take that here around my chin area. So we got a little bit of bronzer going, and then I'm going to use this Morphe Cheek Thrills blush palette. This one is in the shade Cabana Club because the eyes are doing the most. We're going to go in with a more subtle blush, but still do the most as well. So I really like this palette. It's so pretty, especially this shade in the middle, the iridescent shades. We're going to take a little bit of that and a little bit of the powder and just kind of pop that on for some color on my cheeks. One thing to note, this is dried down. I would not do this again before I put my eyeshadow on. This has to go on last. This concealer hybrid foundation thingamabobby, that has to be last, especially with this, because any fallout from the shadow is just sitting right there and it's not budging. So we got to put some powder there to kind of cover that up anyway. So we're just gonna finish this blush. Very subtle, but still there. And then we're going to powder it. I'm going to need a little bit of blurring action under my eyes just to make sure that that black or the brown from the eyeshadow is not peeking through. So for that, I'm going to use my Laura Mercier Ultra Blurring Powder in the shade Honey. I don't know how this is going to go on top of that concealer. Wish us luck, because the concealer is so self-setting and dries down, but it's not moving, so that might be an advantage, right? It's not moving anywhere, but that glitter from the eyeshadow is all underneath my eyes, and I need it not to be so, or not to be as obvious anyway. So I'm gonna just put a little bit of this powder there. You guys, this is interesting, and the more I look at it, the less I like it under my eye. It looks nice and natural, but the creasing is real. Not really creasing. How can I put this? Is it the lack of coverage? I don't know. Maybe because I didn't build it up enough. It's gonna be a learning curve. I want to try it again. I really want to see. It's gonna be a learning curve, but note to self, do not do your eyeshadow before you do that concealer, because this eyeshadow is all on my concealer and the concealer is literally not budging, which is why I'm adding all this powder. This may or may not be a disaster. We're gonna finish though. We're gonna see it through. We need a little hydration, so I'm using the MAC the MAC Fix Plus spray. We need a little something to melt all of this together. Yeah, and we need some more blush apparently, because with the powder it took away the blush. The eye is eating though, I gotta tell you. So we're gonna try this before we do more blush. I want to try this e.l.f. Mascara. This e.l.f. mascara. This is the e.l.f. Incredi-Curl mascara in the shade Deep Brown. e.l.f. is not letting us breathe with these releases, child. They got a new release every day. So this is the Incredi-Curl mascara. It's supposed to be lengthening and curling, and I got the shade brown. It comes in black, very black and brown. So 3 shades. Let's see how this wears. I like the wand. The wand is really hugging the lashes, doing a great job for that. This video is gonna be an hour long, child. Let me hurry up. The wand, ooh, that's actually really nice. See the difference, how open this eye looks versus here? That's actually nice. I got another e.l.f. $3 Smoky Cold Liner. This is in the shade Beige Flag. Here's a trick. As we get a little older, bright colors under our waterline really helps to open your eyes up. So if you use like a beige or a coconut shade or a white, not even white, I would say more like a coconut or something like this with some beige in it and your waterline, it helps your eyes look so nice and refreshed and awake. It's a quick trick. So we're going to use this in my waterline, and I'm going to do the same thing. These pencils are so nice and smooth that they don't tug, which I really appreciate, and they're $3, which I really appreciate. I really like these. They have different colors. They have a lime green one, but I was like, oh, I probably won't even wear lime green that much, but it's such a pretty color. So we're just going to use this, and that's going to be a nice contrast versus doing a smoky under eye. It's going to be a nice contrast to the drama that we have going on here. You know what I'm saying? So, just a little tip. But I do like these e.l.f. eyeliners like a lot. They really don't tug at my eye, which is really hard to find with a pencil liner. And see how that just gave it a little bit of extra brightness? Oh, my eyes are watering. You see what I mean? That's that. I'm going in with the shade Let's Bounce from the Maybelline Lifter Liners. I couldn't find the one that I wanted to use, which I think was Player. It's somewhere back there, but the lips are not going to be crazy because I don't want to compete with the eyes. The concealer itself looks fine, but it's like, I think, one, I would get a brighter shade. And two, definitely do it last. This will be the last thing I do unless I'm not wearing any eyeshadow. And I'm going in with this e.l.f. Lip Glow Reviver in the shade Crystal Baller in the middle. That would be the last thing I do. It's going to be a learning curve if I decide to keep it. And that's a big if. I ain't gonna lie to you. Let me show you what it's looking like. Now, on the one hand, it dried down quick. You cannot even feel the concealer there at all. The formula is amazing. It's so thin, so lightweight, and it dries down quickly without making it feel like it's a nice soft matte. That is great. For me, I think it's the color. The color is fine for my eye, but I like a brighter under eye, and if I'm going to use this as concealer, I would use that as a brighter under eye. But if I'm using it as foundation, then I need another color for my face. I would like to try it as foundation, but it does not match my face at all. It's too something. It's like goes on golden, but I can't explain it. I don't know. I don't know about this. We'll see. We'll see. Once I do, I can't explain it. I'm sorry. This is a trial and error situation. I'm going to give it one more try and wear it in another way. Without this, like eyeshadow and stuff. I don't know. I love the way it feels like I have on nothing, but it's also starting to look like I have on nothing under my eye. And I like my under eye to look a little bit more snatched. Does that make sense? Okay, good. So this is the final look using some of the products that I got, or most of the products that I got from my Ulta cash out, crash out haul, using all of my Ulta points. I really do love this Morphe palette though. I look forward to playing with this. The next time I just want to do this color all over, and then this one, or just these two together. That would be really pretty, but I like these a lot. So let me know what you guys think in the comments about this look. I'll let you know about this if I'm going to be keeping it or not. I'm not sure. Maybe it's user error and I need to do a little bit more research, but I don't know. And plus it's like $19, so I needed to really do its thing. I'm not really sure about this. Let me know in the comments how you guys like this look. Of course, everything will be linked down below. I look forward to coming back with some more content as soon as I can. I've been really busy, overwhelmed with a lot of stuff, but this is my happy place, and I love talking to y'all, and I love when y'all be talking to me. So I'll see you back here for my next video real soon. Bye.